wanted, there were really three major things that they wanted to achieve. One, they wanted a diversified community. And if you look at the South Loop now, you know, it's like 50% Caucasian, 40 African American, 20, you know, Latino, it's all over. And also economic spread. There are a lot of professional people. And they wanted to attract people with young children. The one thing you miss in the city, the biggest problem is when people have babies, they say, well, we're getting out of here. We're not going to these schools or whatever. And so we wanted, that's why the townhouses. We try to get families with young children. And I think they got about 11%.
In fact, I actually organized a group of downtown planning groups. And I did it partly because when you become commissioner of planning, Friends of the Park, the Preservationists, the Central Area Committee, they'll all come at you with different perspectives on the same issue. Right? I thought, I need to put these people in the same room so they can hear each other. And they were so thrilled to become part of an advisory committee to the planning commissioner that they didn't quite figure out that I was making sure they heard each other's perspectives.
So the biggest challenge, I think, is as much a professional attitude shift, paradigm shift, as it is an organizational structure. Also, and this is not popular to say, and I'll talk about it freely, I won't get up on a podium with it, is that as long as the state has no active support for a level playing field for local planning, that what we can do as regional agencies is minor at best.
Five-year capital improvement program. They hadn't had one. They talked about it. They had pieces of one, but never turned out one till somebody got interested in it, namely me, and we put it out. And I went and gave the first copy to the mayor. It was a smart move, and he was very grateful, and he was kind of proud that somebody went out and did this and got a 5-year plan, and there was only 2 copies to it. He got 1 copy and I had the other copy. And I told him this might be helpful when next time there's an election, because you'll know exactly what was done for each of these 50 districts within the city.
I later became the village president of Village of Oak Park, so I had an inside knowledge of how municipalities function. And
so you became an elected official?
I became an elected official. And I'd always seen municipalities as corporations. In fact, they are municipal corporations, but not so unlike private corporations. They have a board of directors, which is the village board. They have shareholders, which is the constituents in the village who elect the board members. They have a sense of profit and loss. They have a plan for improving their economy as well as their general well-being. And they are creatures of the state who were set up to not only do what's best for their local constituents, but if necessary, battle and defeat their neighboring communities in that effort. So 2 towns may find themselves in hot dispute over territory, over development, over something, and each is full of self-justification that they're going to win, or they're going to try to win by any means.
We even had an arrangement with the commuter rail systems in the region. We carried our ideas out. We would, we had a car with an exhibit of our planning process on it, and we would take the train out to like Woodstock, 50 miles out up in McHenry County, and we'd park the car there, and we'd have a little meeting to show people, you know, hold it open for the afternoon, and then we would convene a meeting, and we would discuss in more detail. And we had that, we ran that out on, how many out, 5 commuter lines running out?
Yeah, at least 5.
5, right? And so that was one of our major ways of bringing this process to the public. So that was a real, it was a yeoman effort.